I know that's not a fort. That's a fort. We're gonna call that Huck Finn's Fort.
Inception!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Baked Disney, the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. I am your host, Dave, and that's Sarah, and that's Periscope, and we're breaking the internet right now. What's going on, guys?
Good morning, Fresh Baked.
We're on our way in. Oh my God, it's a giant truck. That's West Central Food Service, by the way, in case you didn't know. We're walking into the park.
Everybody's so excited about Periscope.
You guys, yeah, I know. Congrats.
He's filming!
We're coming to you guys, Periscope.
Everybody on the internet, say hi to Fresh Baked.
Hi,
You're
Fresh
on
Baked.
the internet right now, but in like 2 days, technically.
What?
Yeah, you're on Periscope, but you're going to be on the internet in about 2 days.
This will be Monday morning at 8 a.m. How about that? Or actually, it may not be 8 a.m. because I'm going to do the Star Wars Land update first. Hey, do you guys want to see? No, we'll do it right now. You guys want to see a Star Wars Land update?
Yes.
There's some stuff
Please.
happening. Let's go. Hey, let's go back in time. All right, so there's Star Wars Land as of this Saturday morning. We'll start with what I got a lot of grief this last week, Ian, for calling that wall a fort or a Lego wall, like you called it.
Whoops.
Guys, we know it's not a Lego wall or a fort. I get it.
Yeah. Guys, we're up here. We're just throwing signs at the wall to see what sticks.
It's a joke. It looked like a fort, but I didn't know what it was.
That is true.
But I just know it wasn't a fort.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, you can see the rebar all over it now.
Which suggests there'll be another wall in front of it so they can pour cement in there.
Now my guess is, Ian, is that that's a sound barrier. It's a concrete wall that they might adorn later
Well, of course.
with something, but the ultimate purpose is because you're just feet. You are literal feet from Fantasyland right there.
Oh yeah.
Like 20?
A literal
30?
stone's throw. A
literal stone's throw, yes. You could probably hear Sarah.
From one side or the other.
Yeah, if you know Sarah, you know that she can project her voice when she laughs, especially.
During magical map.
Right, so you don't want to hear a map.
Well, actually, I was going to say, that means the sound barrier goes both ways.
Right. I was going to say, you don't want to hear a map while you're in Star Wars Land.
So you don't hear, magical map and their song while you're in Star Wars Land.
You don't want that.
Good song, but not what I want to hear in a far off Star Wars Land.
And they're building another one right over here. There it is, at Big Thunder. That's right on the trail, or thereabouts.
The trail would be like between Thunder and Thunder.
Right, it's right in between the two. So, again, that's probably a good spot for a sound wall, I think, because that's one of those areas, I think, where you're going to have little, the train, etc. There's not a lot going on there.
I still think the train might be following along that same path.
You think so?
Because I'm not sure where else it can go.
All right. Well, so that's that, guys. It's structures for pouring concrete, rebar, etc. Not a fort, probably some kind of sound barrier. Now, new business, Ian.
Yes. That thing.
What is that thing?
I haven't.
That's a fort. Okay.
That does look like.
That's a fort. I know that's not a fort. That's a fort. We're gonna call that Huck Finn's Fort.
And that's like right in the middle of.
Isn't that kind of an odd place to just, hey, let's build this thing right here?
Yeah, I haven't the slightest.
What in the world are they doing there? And just, of all the things to build, they're going to put that, I mean, what? It's a box.
I would have thought that the river would be going right through that spot.
I'm so confused by this structure. Unless it's temporary.
It could be. I mean,
that looks really permanent for a temporary structure, though.
It does, except for those weird diagonal supports on the side.
The support, yeah.
Those are what make it seem temporary.
That means, let's just keep this thing up for a little while, and then we'll take it down. You're right.
So
the supports, that's why I was thinking maybe it is temporary.
It could be, weather protection or something.
Yeah.
Or just more cement stuff. I haven't the slightest.
I don't know. Speaking of which, remember that gray box with the blue things?
Yep, there's
another one. You can't really see it from here, but when we go down to the bottom, you'll be able to see it. Yeah. There's at least one more, maybe another. You know what? Let's go downstairs. Right there. Did I get it? Did I get it? Where? Yeah, is that it? There it is. Yeah, there's another one of those things. If there's two there.
Remember we mentioned the gray power station box?
It's a power station.
There's a new one further back.
They're gonna feed all the juice for the land into the. Oh, actually, I take it back. Those are gonna give power to the land. If they're putting two right there, does that mean there's gonna be many more, like all over?
Possibly. I mean, they'll all be hidden in the end.
No, I want some obvious. I want to walk by one and.
I want to know power surging out of this box.
That's right. I want everything to be transparent. We live in a world of transparency today.
Right.
I don't want it. I don't want to be obfuscated in any way. I just said obfuscated, Fresh Bake. You just take it. Okay? Look it up.
Never mind that a week or two ago we were talking about how cool it is that these things get hidden. Forget that.
I know.
Forget that.
You know what? We can't be pleased, you guys. We can't be pleased.
Of course not. This is the internet. We live to be pissed.
You remember how we were... Well, Sarah, we had Kristen here a couple weeks ago, and he was telling us about the flags and how they indicate a change in elevation for the tractors. Notice how those flags are gone, more or less. Oh, no. Actually, all less. Or all more?
They've more or less established where the trucks can adhere.
Where did all that go? The ground is now pretty much leveled.
Yeah.
They're done doing whatever it is that they were doing. That ground has been leveled. Now, is that... We were looking at the... Is that trench that they were... Is that still there, what I'm seeing? Where the orange thing is?
Next to the orange crane digger
thing.
You can see some cement. That kind of follows a path. That's where those orange... Not orange. That's where like the wooden,
Right. So they poured the cement.
Yeah. And it kind of... There's some back by that other wall. So it's back kind of curves down here. And I think we can't quite see it from here. There's a few more boxes for that just behind the green fence.
Okay.
So.
Now, that means that they've buried the pipe, I guess, right? That they were planning to put in there? That's what we were hearing? Because that was for...
There's that cement
conduit?
on top of it. I think that could have been part of it.
Yeah. It's just fascinating, all this infrastructure that's getting put in place. This is why I never second guess or wonder, like, why do they do this? I have no idea what they're doing. I have no clue. I haven't the first idea how to build anything.
Like I said, when we speculate, we are throwing science at the wall just to see what sticks.
Totally. My next question, Ian.
Yes. The dirt?
Mount Jakku is still there. What?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
What's the name of the mountain from from Close Encounters?
I
remember?
I don't know.
Because that's what I think of. When I see that, I think of Close Encounters. The guy carving the mountain out of his mashed potatoes. I want to try to identify some of the stuff that's happening here also. Like, I want to know what this is right here. It's stacked. Are those cinder? It almost looks like cinder blocks.
No, they look like there's hollow sections and stuff.
That's what I was thinking, cinder block, but that's too big for that, right? What is that for? It looks like honeycomb, but for construction. Like giant Star Wars land honeycomb.
Well, I mean, of course, they had to hire giant Star Wars honeybees to make them.
What about the Geonosis things?
Oh, just Geonosians?
Yeah, Geonosians, yeah.
Yeah, they're weird.
But they live in like honeycomb, don't they?
No, but they do have a weird insect hive mind thing.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Why is it that anytime you find like an enemy of that nature, that if
any sort of insect-based sci-fi, it's a hive mind?
Right, it's always a hive mind. It's always kill the queen.
It's just a trope.
Kill the queen and you're good.
It's just a trope.
I'm sick of that. I want them to stop that. Like Independence Day. You know what I mean? Like they defeated the same thing with Avengers. They did the hive mind killed the Avenger, killed the whatever that they brought over.
No, I don't think they did. They all drop dead. When
Iron Man blew up the spaceship, they all just dropped dead.
You're right, they did. It's just a sci-fi trope.
But they're not robots.
No, they're just all connected by larger...
Listen, for an advanced species, that's... Sorry. you gotta plan ahead. Advanced species. That's like Dr. No having the self-destruct button on his,
Is there always a self-destruct?
Why? Why do you have a self-destruct button?
I guess that's saying if I'm going, I'm taking you with me button sort of thing. But...
Why?
Yeah, no.
Please stop installing self-destruct buttons, you guys. There's a movie like, why do I even have this? You guys says it like.
I mean, so like whoever Emperor's New Groove with the lever, the wrong lever. Why do we even have that?
Yeah. Anyway, so identifying stuff. Okay, one more thing. There's a batch of stuff over here by this white truck. Oh, those are. Oh.
Pardon?
Those are I-beams.
Ooh.
You know what I-beams mean?
Actual construction.
Actual construction, yes. Those are I-beams. Guys, we're going vertical.
Like more than just cement and rebar.
Yeah. They're ready. That is right. I'm not. Can you see that bar?
Not without the
Here,
camera.
look at the camera. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, those are I-beams.
Those are I-beams, right?
Those are I-beams.
There's 4 of them. How big can this place be with 4 I-beams?
4 I-beams.
You know what you could build? You could build a fort.
Good.
But with imagine if you were the kid on your block who had a fort made of I-beams.
So like just the frame? Because I feel like that actually wouldn't be as cool.
Yeah, and then the rest of it is just, plywood like that.
Well, then that helps.
But you know you're not going to blow over in the wind. Hi, guys. All right, what else we got? Anything? I know what we got. We got to go to Disneyland. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you ready?
Guys?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Kay!
You know, she's been here the whole time. Just doing her thing.
Not been doing my thing on every Fresh Bake platform that we have.
Oh, by the way, Fresh Baked, I'm sorry for not putting out any videos for like a day and a half. I forgot. I don't have any other excuse.
Oh, really?
I didn't put up one last night.
You know what? Fresh Bake has lives. We do.
Yeah, and I didn't put one up this morning.
Sometimes,
So we apologize.
YouTube gets bored.
Yeah.
Actually.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Star Wars Land updates from the Knothole Gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Bake by joining our Patreon campaign or by buying a Fresh Bake t-shirt. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!
Sarah, where are you?
Hi, mine's broken!
She can't go up. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. I can't do that. I can't look behind me, Fresh Baked. I'm sorry.